So for the first layer of blossoms, we need a really pale pink. I don't have a very good pink in my palette. So I'm gonna have to mix one. I'm gonna use my darker red, probably more of a true red, and I'm gonna mix some white with it. And then I'm going to experiment with adding water to see what color this turns into. That's a pretty good pink. I'm gonna move some over here and add a lot of water to it. So if you have two batches of the same color, that's helpful because we're going to water one down and then keep one as is so that we can either add more water to it or add a little bit more red to it for some darker petals. So medium brush and a lot of water. And now I'm just gonna start doing some round, kind of round shapes. You can experiment with just laying the brush down and seeing what shape the brush makes, because we want these to be slightly irregular, not like a perfect circle. Some places it'll be a bigger shape and some places it might be smaller. One thing to think about is that the tree is not a perfect round dome, so we will create the shape of the outside, kind of the silhouette of the tree with these blossoms. And so kind of choosing where the shape goes will help dictate that. Just kind of quickly working my way around the tree, and we'll see what shape we have when this first layer is dry. Where these shapes overlap will be a slightly different color. So don't worry about overlapping them, that kind of creates depth. And you can see how when I load up my brush, it's pretty dark, and if I just keep painting with it, it gets paler and paler. So there probably won't be any branches sticking out that have no blossoms. So make sure to at least cover the tips of all of these branches, because on a real cherry tree, you really never see branches just exposed when the tree's in bloom. And especially make sure to fill in the places that are gaps in the branch that we left on purpose. we're gonna use 2 more shades of pink, so any places that didn't get paint the first time will get paint the next time. I want to see how this color dries and see how much white is still showing on the paper. And we'll go from there. Okay, I'm gonna stop there and let that dry. I used almost all of that really watery pink, so I'm glad I still have some left for the next round.